Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful creatures of the internet. I am Mango Jones. I probably sound tired as shit because, well, I am tired as shit. I am running a bit behind this morning, like usual, because I have the time management skills of a rock most of the time. Before we get into everything, as always, down in the description, there are resource hubs for LGBTQIA plus individuals and their family. There are reproductive rights resources. And today, there is a link directly to the hotline, which is a National Domestic Violence Help Center. And there is also a link to the NCADV resource hubs for anyone experiencing any type of, violence in their life. Hooray. Um, I'm going to give like a really big content warning, like right fucking now. Um, if you don't want to hear about domestic violence, if you don't want to hear about the realities of domestic violence, if you don't want to know anything about the trauma that comes along with it and what happens when you permanently lose your abuser, I suggest you dip the fuck out, go find someone else to watch, go find something else to do. This is not going to be the stream for you because I think personally it's time to talk about it because a lot of people don't know what happens mentally when you lose the person that abused you the most, who had the biggest impact on your mental health. And it's unpleasant, but at the same time, I know that my lived experience may be able to help someone else that's going through the same thing or has been through the same thing. Because there are many people, men, women, non-binaries, whoever, that have been abused that still live with the trauma of their abuse. But what happens when your abuser is no longer around? When they go permanent solution? Like it's a very big mixed bag of things. So now's the time. Dip if you need to. I do not mind. Come back later when you're in a better place, or don't come back at all. It's fine. I promise. Uh, so everyone in the community knows that like I just sort of dipped for a bit at the end of February. I like almost completely went offline. I was barely seen, wasn't answering Discord messages, wasn't doing anything like that. Um and it's because on February 13th, my abuser went permanent solution. My abuser shot himself. And I didn't find out until a week later. I found out the day after his funeral at 3 in the morning in a Facebook post. And it's one of those things where you don't you don't grieve the person that they are now, because grieving that person is incredibly painful. Grieving that person as they are in the moment, because you know they haven't changed, because you know that they are the reason why you are anxious online, why you have been threatened with doxing, why you have been doxed. Actually, I've been doxed in TGR's chat, Security Monitor Lizard's chat. I've been doxed on White Boy Rumble rants because of him, because of his family, because of the abuse. And I have messages upon messages upon messages. I have everything just showing the continued harassment and abuse from the time that I left him until the day that he died. And it fucks with you. Because what do you do? How do you grieve? What is there? Why did I not find out until the day after the funeral at 3 in the morning on fucking Facebook of all places? His parents straight up told one of my best friends, "Oh, we're not talking to her." Okay, well, by not talking to me, by not informing me, you're also not informing my child, his child. And so my 8-year-old did not get to say goodbye to his dad. My 8-year-old did not get that closure, because no matter what he did to me, He never laid a hand on our son. Never once did. My son saw him as a fucking hero. And that just adds to it. That adds to that mixed bag of emotions. Vast majority of y'all know that I've been single for a long time, that I haven't done anything with anyone for a long time. And my abuser is the direct reason why. He very much did do a number on me. I do have CPTSD from it and a combination of things that happened in my childhood, because the things that happened in my childhood made it easy for me to be abused in that way. It made it easy for someone to take advantage of the fact that I did not have the confidence that I needed. It made it to where I felt like I needed to be loved, and this person was showing their love in kind of an off way at first, but then it became just full-blown abuse, and it's like, "Oh, okay, this is not love. This is love of the control." And I fought for many years to try and get back. I'm still not fully normal. Fuck. Uh, a lot of days, I am absolutely convinced that I am a second choice person. I am someone to settle for. Because I was told that repeatedly, constantly, by the person that was supposed to love me, by the person that gave me my child, by the person that was supposed to help protect me in my lowest moments, and he never did. And it's hard. It's difficult. Um, and knowing that he's no longer around, but I still have to live my day to day with those thoughts and feelings, with these emotions that were drilled into my head by someone that I can't even yell at right now, because yeah, it's it's hard. And they don't warn you about these things. They don't warn you in any situation that you can end up with someone that will control and use you like that. When you're going through things like reproductive health education, they don't warn you, "Oh, hey, this is what real consent is. This is these are the signs of abuse. Avoid them." Instead, you just go running right into the red flags and you don't fucking stop until you're forced to stop, until you're forced to realize, "I need to get out." And your only way out is the night that someone punches you in the mouth, knees you in the fucking eye, and you just grab your kid with the bare minimum and fucking hijack it out of there. Because, like, let me tell you, that's not fucking fun. I still have permanent damage from that. And I will always have that damage. I'm going to have to get all of my top teeth removed. That's why my teeth are so fucked. And I'm very open about it, because it's one of those things. Man, it's one hell of a trauma dumping morning, isn't it? It's only been 8 minutes. Shit. Sorry, guys. Once I start talking, it just all flows out. And that's okay, because I need to let it out, because other people may be dealing with the same thing. And that's fine. Well, no, you guys know what I mean. It's not fun. In fact, use one of the resources down there. Figure out an escape plan. Do something. Do something before you end up with like the same issues I have, because they're not fun at all. Hey, Hyun. Hey, TIE Fighter. Hi, KM. Little Wolf. Hey, Lizard. But yeah, when your abuser decides to go permanent solution, you come to find that you never mourn the person that they were the day that they died. You mourn who they were when you first met them, before all the abuse, before the alcoholism, before the torture, before any of the things that absolutely ruined your brain and their brain, to be quite frank. I mourn the person that he was when we were in high school, when I first met him. Because he was just this weird, long-haired stoner kid with an alright sense of humor. That's who he was to me. I mourn the person that my son saw him as, because that was his best friend. I mourn for the fact that his parents lost their only child. Even though I do have my issues with them, that's what I mourn. I mourn the person that I was before I met him. Because I was a lot more fucking confident. I never once thought that I was a second choice before that. I never once believed that I was unworthy of things until after him. And I'm working on it. I speak to a therapist all the fucking time. In fact, I spoke with her yesterday. Hey guys, did you know that piercing yourself and cutting and dyeing your hair are actually a form of self-harm, depending on when you do it? Yeah. Don't do that, guys. Like, call someone before you do it. Get out of that little bit of manic episode before you do it. Because, piercing yourself comes with the immediate consequence of, oh, fuck, I have to take care of this. And now I have 2 new ones in my ears because, well, I had a bit of a break. Because coping is so fucking difficult when you don't know which emotion you're supposed to be coping with. Which is just, it feels impossible when there's just such a mixed bag there. I don't know how to handle things like birthdays and Christmases now. I didn't know how to handle getting online, being on streams just right after it happened without being full of anxiety. It was fucking weird because I've always been anxious about being on streams or being online in general, and I didn't have to worry about that. And it's so confusing and it's so surreal, and I don't know how I'm going to handle my birthday. I've always hated my birthday because one year for my birthday, my present was getting held down and choked. He spit in my eye in front of our kid and told me that the entire world, especially our son, would be better off without me. And that stuck with me for a while. I don't celebrate my birthday because of it. Like, what if someone flips out and does something like that? I don't want to go through that again. So I spend my birthday alone and don't do anything. I don't know how my birthday this year is going to go because that's never going to be a risk from him again. It already wasn't because of certain situations, but I don't know how to handle knowing that it's never going to happen again. For real, like for sure, because permanent solution. I still don't know how to approach my son in the future when he asks about his dad. How do you tell a child that their paternal grandparents wouldn't let them say goodbye? How do you tell a kid that? Do you know how much resentment is going to be there? I don't even know how I'm going to talk to them again. I don't think I ever will. I mean, they've pretty much written me off at this point, but they were always the type of people that actively encouraged me to stay and continue to be abused. Like, they wanted me to stay together for the kid. Well, staying together for the kid when you're being physically and mentally abused is, well, it's not going to work out. Because what he did to himself, he very easily could have done to me. He almost has before. So why would I stay in that? Why would I want to stay in that? Why would you actively encourage someone to stay in that? Like, I get it. They're fucking old Southern conservatives, but that doesn't excuse the fact that abusers are going to abuse and alcoholics are going to drink. And when that is all rolled into one fucking person, I would end up dead. Like, I wasn't going to be some lady in waiting for their abusive ass son. I wasn't going to go back to a situation that I knew was going to be detrimental to my life. Also, it's kind of unfair to try and tell an almost 30-year-old woman that in order for them to care, essentially, that she would have to delete all of her fucking social media. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm almost fucking 30. You're not gonna sit there and tell me what I want to do. Like, no. You have no control. You have no say. Like, I'm an independent person, and it took me years to get to this point where I can be as independent as I am, where I can do the things that I want to do despite the anxiety. Uh, yeah, because it's hard to leave. I should have left long before I did. I should have left before my eye socket got broken because I still suffer the consequences of that. Every 6 to 8 months, I have to go see an eye doctor, and they numb my eye and they move it around to make sure that, like, all the nerve endings and everything aren't getting caught on the eye socket shards. That's why my right eye is kind of funky looking while my left one looks normal. Once you're in that situation, it's very, very, very fucking hard to leave unless you have a plan to make sure that you're absolutely 100% safe. I got lucky the night that I got out. I really did. Because he told me to get out after he threw me on the floor after he kneed me in the eye. And when I grabbed my kid and a few outfits for him and some extra pull-ups, and I grabbed myself and a blanket, and I put on pants, like, I left out the door. Like, I didn't take anything with me other than that stuff and my phone. And I went towards the exit of the neighborhood, and as soon as I saw the front door had closed and locked, I, like, snuck behind some houses to get to a neighbor's house who happened to be a cop, and, like, I was banging on her door at 2 in the morning with a freshly broken eye socket. I got lucky. I got so goddamn fucking lucky that night. Because party hard alcoholic child in a man's body generally equals, yeah, if you try and leave at the wrong time, you're gonna fucking die. And I am so incredibly grateful for the officer that helped me because she had no judgment towards me. She didn't care what had happened. She just knew that my eye socket was broken and I was holding a very confused child. And after she helped me get to the hospital and make sure that everything got filed, she helped me make sure that I got to sister care, which is a women and children's domestic violence shelter. And sister care helped me go from there to regain my life. They helped me regain my independence, but they did not help me regain my mental stability because, to be quite frank, I am just 9 trauma responses in a trench coat at this point, and I am doing my absolute fucking best. I am trying so hard to get back to the person I was, and I know I will never fully be the person that I was because CPTSD is a fucking bitch. But I do know that I'm trying. And I just hope that the universe sees that I'm trying. I hope those around me know that I'm trying, and I hope that people around me understand that when I'm hanging out or if I'm talking to someone and suddenly I just dip, it's not because of them. Because if I get too comfortable, I get uncomfortable. I have always had my guard up a little bit too high. I don't like to let people get way too close to me. Uh, I don't I don't necessarily know that I have the capacity to fall in love with someone at this moment. I can like people all I want. I can have a certain level of love for my friends. But when it comes to falling in love with another person, I do not know that I am able to do that because the last person I fell in love with abused that love for their own gain. I don't know what his gain was exactly because, well, I'm not an abusive piece of shit, but I don't I don't know that I will ever be able to get comfortable enough. I don't know that like, I'm actually very proud of myself because I was comfortable enough to hop on here and talk about this morning. But it's so hard to find a level of comfort to where someone can get close enough to you in a capacity that you're always comfortable. Shit, I went and spent the weekend with someone over fucking New Year's, and the first night that I was at their house, I had the hardest time fucking sleeping. Like, I was as comfortable as could be. This person has been amazing and trusting, and I trust them wholeheartedly, but that first night that I was there for the weekend, I couldn't fucking sleep that well. I would sleep for maybe an hour and then wake up and just lay there and then do it all over again because I was so comfortable that I got uncomfortable. Every subsequent night, I slept just fine, but that first night, I found myself just uncomfortable because I got comfortable, and that's kind of fucked up. I shouldn't have to worry about that. I shouldn't get to a point of being comfortable that I'm suddenly uncomfortable, especially with someone that I have talked to for a while and completely trust. That's not cool. That shouldn't be an issue or a worry, and I know that it's because it's a fucking trauma response, because my brain's worried, "Oh, fuck, you're getting so comfortable that you're gonna get abused by this person," and it's just like, "No, I'm not. Fuck. Stop it." But it's always going to be there. That worry is always going to be in the back of my mind, and I'm not sure if I know how to fix that, but I do know that I just have to keep pushing forward. I have to keep trying. I have to keep allowing myself to be uncomfortable. And it's a common issue across all domestic violence victims. Like the ones that get out, the ones that don't fall back into another abusive cycle, the ones that are fighting to break these cycles. It's very, very hard to find that comfort, to find that happiness, to allow ourselves to have that comfort and that happiness. So we often end up alone for a while because we don't know what real comfort and real happiness is in a regular relationship. A regular relationship screams red flags to us because we're not used to it. And the red flags are comforting, which is fucking awful, you guys. Like, this is It's so fucking hard. And I only usually talk about these types of things in bits and pieces, but it's so important to actually have these uncomfortable conversations. Because you never know what someone else has been through. I don't know if someone's going to come back and see this on replay or whatever and be like, "Oh, fuck. So that's what happens, huh? Shit." Because I hear stories of people being abused all the time, but I never hear about the aftermath of when your abuser decides to shoot themselves in the fucking head or pass away in any other way. But I digress. I know some people, I've heard one or two where they're just like, "Oh, yeah, I was so happy after they passed," but were you? Because don't get me wrong, I have some level of happiness because I know that I will never be abused by that monster again, but at the same time, there's the everything else involved with the trauma. There's the everything else that comes along with someone leaving this world, someone that you at one point trusted with your whole life. Are you really happy that they're gone, or are you just happy that the abuse is fully ending? Are you just happy that you no longer have to deal with the fear that comes along with it? Just don't get me wrong, I get it, but shit, there's so much else that goes on in my head all the fucking time because of it. If anyone has any questions for me, by all means, please ask. I will gladly answer anything at this point. Because this is one of those topics where you aren't going to understand just based off of my speaking to you, but you probably will understand if you actually ask questions about it. And if you don't fully understand even after you ask questions, I mean, at least you asked. You sought the knowledge for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was not kidding about the mixed bag of emotions that come with this. Because the day I found out, I cried all day. Quite literally, all day. Uh, I got a phone call from one of my friends when he was on break at work, and I was just sobbing in his ear the whole time. And it wasn't necessarily because I was sad. It was because I didn't know how to process everything, and it came out in the form of tears. Because there was just so much to process all at once, and it became overwhelming. So I cried a fucking lot. um it it's one of those situations where if you don't know what your emotions are behind it, especially in the beginning, then you're just going to break down. Well, hopefully you aren't still that type of person, because I don't fucks with those types of people. I've been through it. I've been through the shit. I'm still going through the shit. Because, I mean, yesterday I was in a fantastic mood. Wednesday night, I had my mental break. I pierced my ears. I did all that fun stuff. And then Thursday, I was in the best mood, like, all fucking day, and I talked to my therapist about it, and she was like, "Oh, you only gave yourself 2 piercings? I thought you would at least give yourself 6. Damn it, lady, you knew this was coming and you didn't tell me. Thanks." And now I'm at that point of my emotional journey dealing with all of this to where, like, if I talk about it more, if I let other people know what it's like, if I warn others that, hey, this is probably going to happen to you when your abuser dies, and it's not fucking fun. Then I'm going to be okay because I am able to process it to the point that I can sit down and talk about it. I have reached the point of dealing with the emotions to where I can openly discuss this with other people and not have a full on breakdown about it. Sure, y'all have heard me sniffling. I did start crying a couple times, but it's fine because it's a very emotional thing. And at least I'm not sobbing the entire time I'm doing this. Go me. I'll have to tell my therapist. Hi, Melissa. I'm sorry. I didn't see your message before. Oh, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend away. I'm sure that's going to be fantastic. Yeah, it is, okay. If you are still having difficulty not being that person, then I do highly suggest that you, speak to a therapist, that you seek some sort of help with that, because they can help make sure that, you don't let that person out, that that person is never let out, because no one needs to deal with that. You don't need to deal with the fact that there is that type of person hiding within you, and other people don't need to deal with the fact that, well, yeah, you get what I mean. Hi, Slim. Good morning. Or morning. Is it a good morning? I don't fucking know. It's early and I'm talking about my abuse situation. It's a morning. Let's put it that way. But I mean, there's a reason, that I don't like people talking about me without me. Like, if you're going to talk to someone else about me because of something that you heard that I might have done, or something that, like, you're trying to skirt around getting to know me by asking me by talking to someone else. I don't like that shit. I don't play that type of game. Come to me, talk to me, because I have this fear that something bad is going to happen if you don't. You know what I mean? Um, it's one of those things. I also I'm I'm not very open with the CPTSD responses to various things. I don't like when people approach me because they like someone else that we know, but they won't go to them and talk to them about it. Like, don't come talk to me about it. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear about it. And I think part of that has to do with always having it drilled into my head that I am a second choice, that I am someone to settle for, which is kind of a really fucked up thing to say to the mother of your child. Just saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I never wanted my kid. I'm very open about that. I did not want my son. But I was told no on having an abortion, and I live in the South, so I couldn't have one. And I was told no on adoption because I knew who the father was, and he would have to sign off on the paperwork, and that was not going to fly with him either. So now I have an 8-year-old. There's a reason I don't have any more. I didn't even want the one. But you know what? I grew the fuck up, and I'm doing the best I can. He's a pretty cool kid. Kind of weird. Just one of those things. I had to deal with the fact that my ex would openly say in front of our friends that I better get myself on birth control. And this is a direct quote, by the way. I better get myself on birth control before he goes to find a black woman with the same type of ass and fuck her instead. Yeah. Which to me sounds like a racism. It's kind of a fucked up thing to say either way. Like, ignore the fact that I was 6 weeks postpartum and not on birth control yet. He would sit down, he would look at pictures of people that we knew and tell me why and how they were better looking than me. Which, I mean, dude, like, you don't have to tell me. I have a mirror. I can see myself. I know what I look like. Fuck you. But you don't have to tell me why my friends are hotter than me. You don't have to tell me why other people are hotter than me. You don't have to tell me how other people are hotter than me. You don't have to do that shit, because I know. I fucking know. I can see people. I have eyes. Wilson, I don't like Star Wars. I was 24 when I saw a Star Wars movie all the way through for the first time. In fact, I watched 7 of them in one night. I started with episode 4 and went from there. And yeah, I was high as balls. And I got really stuck on the fact that Luke's aunt was not dressed like everyone else on the planet. Everyone else was in traditional clothing, and she had that weird, like, denim vest and skirt and floral shirt, like she was just straight out of the fucking 70s, because it was the 70s, but everyone else wasn't dressed like that, and it bothered me the entire time. My brain wouldn't let go of it, and I did not enjoy any of the other movies because of it. So yeah, I don't like Star Wars. I haven't retried since. It's been almost 6 years. Yeah, a lot of people for the longest time did not believe me because of how nerdy I am when I say that I didn't see a full Star Wars movie for the first time until I was 24. And then they further don't believe me when I tell them that I do not like Star Wars. I haven't tried again, mind you, but I do not like Star Wars. Okay, no, that's a fucking lie right there, Wilson. Wilson, we're going to fight. I swear to fuck, we're going to throw down. Oh my God. How dare you? Morning, Gavin. Everyone, friendly reminder that Gavin Kit Kats is a boy and he is not a racist. But yeah. So if anyone has any questions for me, like I'll gladly answer whatever. Like it's better to educate yourself about this situation than to just assume that everyone domestic violence situation looks the same and everyone's response to their violence is the same. Because I struggle all the time with accepting the fact that people like me, for me, that people enjoy who I am as a person, that people want to spend time with me, that there are people that are actually like attracted to me. I can't wrap my brain around it. It's weird. I do not approve. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend domestic violence situations. Okay, that's it. I'm fighting all of y'all. What the fuck? My favorite Star Wars film is not The Goblet of Fire. And actually, when it comes to Harry Potter movies, Goblet of Fire was the worst Harry Potter movie because that was the longest book with like the worst fucking adaptation. Oh my god, they cut so much shit out of it. Why would you do that? It was such a good book. By the way, the Harry Potter books may be good, but fuck J.K. Rowling. We do not support TERFs in this house. Aw, thanks, Minnie. I mean, I'm not quite sure what type of energy I give off. Like, I pick on Lizard all the time. Because, well, Lizard, like, look at him. Like, why wouldn't you pick on him all the time? By the way, Lizard's at work. So, guys, please remember that Lizard loves Peanut. He loves that cigarette gargled voice. Hashtag Nutgate 2022. Oh my god. No, the Harry Potter books were not trash, TIE Fighter Jet. The Harry Potter books are not. Oh, I'm gonna fight. I don't know why you didn't get the notification. YouTube's been fucking weird about everything all the time. I went halfway through the fourth book and quit reading because to me it was always now at the end of the book we will fight Voldemort or a version of Voldemort. Yeah, okay. I can dig that. You guys, I really needed to laugh this morning. Thank you. I love you all. Y'all are absolutely fantastic. Oh, Mindy, be careful starting at the beginning. You're going to hear a lot of things that a lot of people don't want to hear. Harry Potter is, oh my god. You know what? TIE Fighter Jet, I'm going to time you out if you're not careful. Oh, see, to be fair, we didn't know she was a TERF at the time. You know what I mean? I didn't know. Didn't know. Let's see. What is your take on Girl Defined? Which sister do you think is more intellectually dishonest, Bethany or the homophobic model? Okay, so, all right, here we go. This is Wilson. I've never seen all of Game of Thrones. I have seen the first season only. Okay, so when it comes to Girl Defined, I fully believe that Kristen believes the bullshit. The homophobic model believes the bullshit. She buys into the bullshit. And I believe that Bethany is doing it all for the grift. That is what I believe. And it stands to reason because Kristen, when they adopted their sons from Ukraine, she went offline. She dealt with her shit. She was adjusting to becoming a mother. She was putting in the work to be a mother. Whereas when Bethany was pregnant, her entire goal was to shove it in her sister's face because her sister had like 6 miscarriages. And it's just like, haha, I have a baby, you don't. And she's constantly advertising on her Instagram trying to get people to donate more money to Girl Defined. Yeah, Bethany's all about the grift. Kristen believes it. All right, TIE Fighter Jet, I am timing you out. Because I can do that. I have that power. Time out. Nope. We're not doing that today. We're not going to compare Harry Potter to Cobb's Candy Calzone. Hian, are you trying to get timed out too? Jesus Christ. Guys, what is this? Oh, yeah, the Starbucks cup is one of the greatest characters of all time. I will not be taking questions. We all did think that she was just whimsical stories. We did. It very much at the time felt like, okay, this story is about kids around my age. This story allows me to think about what it would be like if we all did have witches and stuff living among us, and it was great. It was so much fun to think about this secret world where other people were just like doing their thing and they had to access it in weird fucking ways. And it was awesome. But now it's just like, oh fuck, she a bitch. Y'all are getting to know way too much about me today. We don't talk about Diet Pepsi here. We do not talk about Diet. Who the fuck thought Diet Pepsi was a good idea? Like, okay, Pepsi Zero. Pepsi Zero, I can be kind of okay with because it actually tastes close to like regular Pepsi, but Diet Pepsi is fucking disgusting. Oh, I warned you, TIE Fighter Jet. I did. I'll let you be here on the sock account because the sock account is not a mod. I didn't steal your pajamas. We just have matching pajamas. That's all. I can't help the fact that you have the same dress I do. I'm sure you look gorgeous in it. Tab is not a bad drink, actually. Tab's pretty alright. So I guess this has turned into a get to know Mango thing. Because y'all learned about my abuse. Y'all learned about the mixed bag of emotions that come behind your abuser shooting himself in the fucking head. Yeah. So this has now become an AMA. Everyone just talk about random shit and I will respond in kind. Thank you. It's one of those mornings. And I am actually quite happy that it is one of those mornings because, well, I thought that I would have a worse fucking time talking about this, but I feel really good. I'm glad that I got it out there. Wild cherry Pepsi is one of my favorites, actually. Okay, so wait, you said cherry Pepsi plus Mountain Dew from a fountain? Is that you do you mix them together? Is that what you're getting at here? Or separate beverages? Like you just like them both from the fountain or you like them mixed together from the fountain? I really want to know. Wait, what do you mean yes? What? So both? You like them mixed and you like them God damn it. Okay, they are mixed together. Got it. Got it. Took a second for your other comment to pop up. Wilson, carnivorous ape was one step ahead of you, you know. All right, carnivorous ape officially has 10 internet points. Please use them wisely. Fuck it. The room will be open for like an hour and 15 minutes if anyone wants to come in, hang out, talk, do whatever. It's just become a chill morning. I'm quite happy. Ooh. Ooh. Hyun. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, internet currency at this point is worth a lot more. Oh, look, you're back. Oh, has it already been 5 minutes? That's nice. I'm sorry, but you deserve the timeout, TIE Fighter Jet. Like, you absolutely deserved that. Let me pin this comment to the top of the thingy. No, wrong button. I don't. Stop it. Bad fun. Will it let me put my own comment? No, quit it. Oh my god, I fucking hate my phone. My new phone shipped out today, you guys. So hopefully it gets here soon. It was supposed to be here today, but it didn't ship until today. Oh. Is everyone driving like they don't know how to drive in the snow? Is that where you're at? Did it work this time? Yay, it did work. Okay. The StreamYard link is pinned at the top if anyone wants to come in. I'm going to leave the room open for another hour and 10 minutes or so. Okay, cool. Yes, I do have more live viewers than Dark Ninja. I consistently have more live viewers than Dark Ninja. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. My streams fucking suck most of the time, but you know. Oh, look. Hey, Slim.
Hello.
How's work?
Good. I am pulling middle fingers out of the mold this morning. So I am messing with middle fingers today.
Ooh. Oh, Lauren, I'm sorry that you missed the notification, but I totally understand falling back asleep. Because sleep is good. I like sleep.
Yeah, I like sleep too.
Good morning, Hian.
Morning, Mango. How's it holding up so far? You'll have to forgive my voice because I am kind of running on fumes. The booster I got sent me into this unnecessary amount of indigestion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucked up my sleep schedule. Something awful. So, also, I wanna complain about one thing.
Okay, complain.
Okay, so my primary care provider decided to call me, and you know how I feel about demands on my time, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is the worst demand of my time I've ever had. We want you to schedule an appointment to come talk. Excuse me.
You're on the phone with them. Can't you just talk to them then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why don't they just call me or leave a message?
Like they called you so that they could schedule an appointment with you to talk, but they called. What?
Yeah. I'm pissed off about that. I am absolutely. I am not even going to honor that request. You know what I did instead? I called up the sleep study place. I was like, yeah, can you get me in for a sleep study? Yeah, we got one for June 20th. All right, cool. We'll send you a packet and everything. Awesome. It's not a waste of my time. So much
fun.
Oh yeah, because my doctor is such a piece of shit that she minimized my possible ADHD as just having sleep issues.
Oh no, when you go to do the sleep study, they will see that you have an odd sleep pattern in part thanks to something like ADHD. It's great. It's like they make me not take my meds for 3 days before I do a sleep study. So that way they can be like, okay, yeah, part of this is attributed to the ADHD while part of it is attributed to your narcolepsy.
Ah, yeah. Well, I hope that it can be sorted out. Right now, June 20th is tentative. I'm on a cancellation list, so if somebody cancels at some point, I could get an earlier date, which is really great because I'm probably going to literally. I don't plan more than like 2 weeks ahead for anything, unless it's going on a road trip. That's it.
Well,
I will plan in advance because that's like brain satisfaction chemicals.
Yeah, it fixes that dopamine and serotonin that you don't normally get, likely because you have ADHD and your dopamine gets lost on the way from one transmitter to the other.
Oh yeah.
Which is just the most ADHD shit I've ever heard.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Oh, wait, you do have an idea. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, right?
Oh my god, this is what happens when I run up against my sleep wall. I start losing it.
It's okay. It's understandable. I'm really glad that I was able to tell everyone about my experience this
Mm.
morning because I mean like it's really hard to have those conversations,
Yeah.
but getting it out there like without other people in the room with me was a lot easier than I anticipated. I was expecting more tears, but I had a couple moments. I'm fine now though.
Yeah.
I feel great. It's like it's liberating to openly discuss it.
Yeah. To get it off your chest.
Well, that's what I do a lot of times on my stream. I just end up telling a story that I've never maybe told anybody before, or something that I felt like I needed to get off my chest. And it's just like, okay, so let's tell the story about the hooker in Tijuana. Here we go.
Hey. Orale.
The So yeah, for me, it's my therapy when we do these streams, and me coming on and telling my stories definitely helps my mentality for sure.
I don't really do streams. It kind of hit a snag, unfortunately. So I don't know when I'm actually gonna do a stream with
Right.
my usual co-host. But I guess that means I'm kind of a free agent until then. So
Well, I mean, being a free agent isn't so bad because there are a lot of people that do stream and likely would be perfectly happy having you on for them.
yeah, and I've never minded going on stream. It's just I gotta prepare. I gotta get the brain ready for that stuff, and
Yeah,
if there's articles, gotta talk about them first every now and again, just to get a primer and go
Yeah.
from there. Oh my god, I still
Oh,
have you ever do you drink Monster at all?
not anymore. I used to.
So my best friend of 22 years was like, "Hey, I got something I want you to try." It's like, "Okay, what is it?" And I, kind of get lost and grab the big battery can of NOS. I was like, "Wait, I got something for you over here," and he hands me a can of Monster Import. I was like, "Okay, this better be good." What? How the fuck do I open this? Because it's not like a push tab can, like a standard can.
yeah.
No, you move the ring
Yeah.
sideways. Kind of a mess, but you know what? I made the mistake of drinking two in one night.
Oh,
Yeah. No, don't. Why would you do that?
I had a nightmare because I couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, that was my mistake, but it tasted so great. I was like, I couldn't fucking put it down.
I'm currently on sleep meds because for a bit there, I was actually up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, having to wake up at 5 in the morning because I was having nightmares.
Oh,
But I mean, it's one of those things. Like it's really weird to have a nightmare about your ex who is dead coming back to life and like shooting you. So my brain like overcompensated and was like, okay, we're gonna keep you up, but you still have to function the next day. Have fun.
Oh, I mean, I had an issue trying to fall asleep because I had an auditory hallucination. Right, as I was about to fall asleep.
Oh, did you know that those are a side effect of ADHD?
No fucking way.
Yep. Auditory hallucinations when you go to bed are actually a side effect of ADHD, and you can actually also have auditory hallucinations throughout the day. One of my biggest ones is I will hear someone calling my name and no one is.
This one was like a crunching sound.
Yep.
What the fuck? That's just blown my mind right there.
Oh, Lizard's taking a shit. That's nice. Thank you for letting us know with a
Yeah,
song.
thanks for letting us know that you're on the head. I mean, usually you just keep that shit to yourself.
Oh no, he's unafraid to let people know when he's shitting. By the way, Lizard, you don't you still owe us you shitting on camera?
Oh god.
Shitting yourself on camera, I should say.
Must shit TV.
Did we get him to say he would do that?
Oh, a while ago he did. It's just I
Yes.
remind him every now and then, and he hopes that I won't remind him.
Wow.
Yes, we know that you're here to help, and that is why you are one of my favorites.
He's like the kid that pets the dog as it's hunkering down to take a dump. Good job pooping. No.
Do not make me time you out because I
No.
absolutely do fucking not. Excuse
What-
me, sir.
What is he
Sir.
saying now?
I have a scat
Oh,
fetish.
Oh, jeez.
Sir,
No.
we're gonna fight.
You're gonna get flushed like a turd. I love toilet humor.
So do I.
I think all of us here seem to.
Yeah. There's usually some poop jokes in the game streams that we do.
I think in every single one that I've either watched or been a part of, there's been at least one poop joke.
At least, yes, for sure.
It's
Mostly-
almost it's. Oh, sorry.
Mostly vagina jokes, but yes, there will be a poop joke in. Actually, it's more about anal, huh? It really, to tell the truth.
That's like the really tasteless joke I heard one time. What do you call a deaf gynecologist?
I don't know what.
A lip reader.
But yes, perfect.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that joke was said on a True Capitalist radio.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Oh, it gets really bad sometimes. People will donate and say horrible racist things and horrible racist jokes, and you get to hear Ghost go, "I disavow that," but he secretly just still takes the donations anyways because he likes money.
Yes. That is the main reason why I don't have that on my stream. The voice that says a donation or whatever, because like I am not dealing with that. Because if that happened, we'd never get anywhere in any of my streams.
No, we wouldn't. We couldn't get anywhere with a Dick McHickerson.
I know. I know. That was great.
Oh my God. Like backstage before it even started, like I kept having to mute myself because I couldn't hold it together. It was too much. And you've got to work on holding that accent because you switched into Cookie.
I know. That was my problem. For some reason I kept doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna take some lessons to get that accent more down and I can hold it. I shouldn't have done the stream that long, I should have just done like a 20-minute stream where it was easy, but I was having too much fun with that character and
it was
making
so much
everyone laugh.
fun.
Yeah, that was so funny.
It was such a good one. I can't wait for the next Dick McHickerson stream. Like that, it was too good.
Yeah. I forgot about how I went on the QAnon rant, and then Widow's Son reminded me, and then I went back and watched it and would laugh my ass off.
It was too good.
So what we're talking about is I dressed up like a gentleman from Mississippi named Dick McHickerson, and he is an actual conspiracy theorist. So I pretended to believe in all the conspiracies, and since I do streams about them, I pretty much know the back ends of like their theories. So I think I went off about every conspiracy theory in QAnon.
Wow. The big QAnon omnibus.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. The only problem was I couldn't keep the accent because my brain couldn't keep it there. And I have this other character called Cookie McSweet-Tits, who's a 6-year-old woman from Chicago, and I kept slipping into her accent because I'm so used to being her. Yeah. Good times.
Fucking
Indeed, good
Cookie
times.
is so great. I love your Cookie streams. I need to get on them.
Did I ever tell anybody? Have I ever told everybody how I came up with Cookie?
No, I don't know
No.
how you came up with Cookie.
Lay it
Yeah,
down.
I don't think I ever told, or I think have like once or twice. I used to hang out at a bar. Ooh, imagine me at a bar. No, one of the bars that I regularly, there was an older lady named Cookie, and she literally had boobs down to her knees. She was, I think, 60 or something like that. And she, as soon as she would start drinking, she'd come over to me and she'd be like, "Man, if I was 20 years younger, Well, see, I'm doing the wrong accent. I was doing the Hickerson accent, not the Cookie, because she was from Chicago. She'd be like, she'd come over and say, "You know what? If I was 20 years younger, I'd take you home." And I'm like, okay. And every time I was there and she got drunk, she would always end up wandering over and hitting on me some way, shape, or form. So when she would leave the bar, I would just act like her for the next like 20 minutes in the bar. So yeah, that's where Cookie came from.
Oh my god. How does that not surprise me? Like, it's you, Slim. You're one of those people. You're very approachable.
Yes, definitely. Which still shocks me to this day. I'll go to a bar and I'll go sit down and be just like by myself, and like all of a sudden people just come sit next to me and just start conversating. I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna start doing this now. Fun. All right, cool. But that's why I go to the sit at the bar and hang out, because I like people meeting and people watching. It's fun to sit there at the bar and see a bunch of out of towners come in and act weird or start acting silly. Or my favorite is when I find a conspiracy theorist at the bar is to ask them to keep talking about it, and like I just let them go with their whole conspiracy, and I don't rebut it. I don't tell them they're dumb. I'm just like, yeah, the Earth's flat, totally, yeah, bro, yeah, totally, and just let them go off on their tangent.
The Lubis asked literally to her knees.
Like literally, she like they hung down. Like that's kind of what I try to do with Cookie's characters, having them hanging down. They literally would like bounce off her hips when she would walk, and like they
Oh my
literally
God.
hung down. They were like, I don't even know what size they were, but they were freaking huge boobies. And she would always come up to the back of your chair and just push her boobs up against you, and then say some weird thing to hit on you, and you're like, that was interesting. All right, cool.
Wow.
I mean, that's one way to get someone's attention. Just, put your boobs on the back of their chair.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh my God, honey, if I was 20 years younger, I'd come over there and I'd take you home with me, and I'd just make you breakfast in the morning and stuff, Oh my God, honey." So that's what she would say, and everybody at the bar would just like be, and then as soon as she left, I'd just be like, "Oh my God, honey, what's going on? Oh, I take you home too, and I take you home." It was funny.
I'll tell you what.
There you go. Yes. So I was joking about that voice one day, and then I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Another gentleman came up with Biscuit Mix Sweet Tits, and he made a character, and so we had Cookie and Biscuit morning show for a while, and they were just so fun.
Wow.
Oh my God, that show sounds like it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it was two drag queens, or dudes in drag, with huge wigs. We both had big, huge foam wigs. Like, he used to like paint his nails. He did like his significant other would like actually do his makeup like really good, and so he looked like a woman that you'd see in LA walking down the street, and you're like, is that a girl or a guy? It doesn't matter. I'll take it home anyways,
Lubis wants to know, how was the cleavage?
I never actually. Well, that's not true. She did pull her boobs out a couple times.
Oh no.
That is true. I forgot. And she had to go like this, reach in like this and pull him out like she was pulling a kitten out of her shirt or something, It
Lord.
wasn't like this or anything, She had to be like, "Hold on, honey. Let me get a grip on it." She pulled it out and yeah, good times.
Wow, that's something else.
Yes.
It'd be
So
like
got to make a whole character out of it, and it was, oh my god, it was funny. We actually were at that bar, me and my girlfriend, like a month ago, and she came in and she like came into the bar and said hi and like left right away, and I'm like, that's her, that's Cookie, that's the one who we made the thing, I made the character off of, and we just started dying laughing, and then I told the bartender, he's like, oh my god, you made a character off of her? And like, oh, it was so funny. I showed him a video and oh, it was so funny.
Lupus wants to know, did you get a boner?
Always. I don't body shame. I don't age shame. I'll do anybody. No, I'm just kidding. No, she I'm pretty sure I like got probably a little bit, but I was not gonna go home with her because I think there was one time where she's like, "You want to go home or something?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay." Or like,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm cool. Just like there was this one time I was at that same bar and this lady comes in and she's like, "Want to go to a baseball game right now? You want to go do this? You want to go do that?" I'm like, "I don't even know you, lady. Like, we just met like 5 seconds ago, and I don't feel comfortable enough just like making a planned day with you. I have to go do this." And yeah.
Lupus, that don't boner shame.
Yeah, don't boner shame.
Yes, we don't kink shame, and we don't boner shame, or we don't vag shame. We don't squirt shame.
No.
There we go. Sure.
No squirt shaming in this house.
No squirt shame.
No squirt shaming. Oh. Clean up aisle 3.
Although I am a squirt shaman, but that's a whole nother thing.
We'll talk about that later. I'll put it on the
list. All right.
Yeah, the list has grown quite a bit.
Oh, I'm sure it has. And I hear that on streams that I'm not even around, that has been a running joke as well now on other streams.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I guess people are going to talk about it later.
I did get upset at Brainless the other day because he made that joke at the exact wrong time.
Oh, well, that is Brainless. He will do that, unfortunately.
He apologized, though, which I appreciate.
Good, yes. He at least is usually will know, and he will usually apologize. Yeah. Good times.
Oh, I need to, at some point, I need to get together with a few people and test out running Jackbox.
Okay.
Because I do have, the new computer setup and everything, and I have the first 4 party packs.
Okay.
So we're going to have to, get together with a Lizard and a few other people and see if we can, get it to run in the studio before I, broadcast it out to anyone. Make sure that I've got my settings right.
Yeah, the audio is weird with voice meter and to figure out is annoying sometimes. So yeah, we'll definitely.
Oh, I can't even run voice meter.
What?
It crashes Windows 11.
Ah, you have 11.
Yeah, I'm on Windows 11 and voice meter, I had it downloaded and I was trying to test it out in a private studio last night and it would not. It fucked everything up. Everything was delayed and lagged out and frozen. It was horrible.
Which version? Was it banana or was it potato or OBS? Because there's 4 or 5 different versions. So
it was a banana. Okay,
so you may want to try another one. Look up and see if one of the other versions fits the specs of your computer. Okay. So we'll try to see if we can go over to that. in private or whatever.
Oh, Lauren, you also have a Windows 11? It's so nice to finally meet someone that does. Seems like everyone else is on Windows 10. And my computer's just like Windows 11 and weird.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that would help for sure if you could help with that. Because that's the problem with new OSs and stuff like that. Like, I've done IT work for small companies and for things and for individuals. And you get on a new system and it's a different OS or something new. It's like, now we have to figure out how to get to this place. I know what to do, just how do I get there? Because they keep changing like buttons or your start menu or different things like that. Now everything's like a fake app on certain OSs. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's just a program. Why do you got to pretend like it's an app? I mean, it's just the same thing. You just are putting it in weird places and whatever.
I mean, I'm really happy that I am on this new setup because my laptop was such a potato that every time you asked us if we could hear the built-in StreamYard background music, I couldn't hear it. It would not play through my potato, so I was just kind of like, there.
Yeah.
The X386 potato.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Like, if I was dropping links for Lizard at the same time that I was like trying to be in StreamYard or something, it would constantly like freeze up on me and take a minute. It was terrible, but now I'm fine.
Good. Well, we're glad that you got something better because that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why the TLC stream went as smoothly as it did, because I was able to like do everything that I actually needed to do for the stream to run right.
Yeah. Yeah, that one definitely went way smooth, so for sure. Did they obviously they copyright claimed you, but did they do anything other than that?
They did not copyright claim me. I used no videos, I used nothing, I just used pictures.
Okay, cool. And so you didn't get okay, good to know.
Yeah, I took their promotional images that they used for a lot of the shows, and I put them on a Google slideshow and just click through to the one that I needed whenever I was talking about the show. So they didn't have like a leg to stand on because I was using free use promotional images, not actual video footage.
Okay, good. Cool. Because we're still, I'm still trying to figure out why they took Cookie's stream down for like the 10 minutes or whatever when we were talking about female masturbation. Like, I get that we were talking about that, but I don't know how that's any different than what we've talked about in the past. Why did they take that down? And it was Vice News, whose video we were using. And normally Vice doesn't care if like other people use their stuff as long as you don't blatantly rip off their stuff. And so I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's actually really weird because I know that my stream doesn't have any claims on it yet, but I know that if I were to use their videos, Discovery would be the first person to be like, nope, claim.
Yeah, no, that they're one of the first for sure, because I use some of their videos still. I get pretty much every time we do a stream and I use other videos, I get a copyright claim. Just I'm not monetized, and that's all they tell me. You can't be monetized. Yeah, well, I'm not, so.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking matter. Like, oh, great. There's the money that I was not getting before, just gone.
Yeah, and now you're not going to put advertising on it, so you lose money? Okay, cool. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, you have fun, enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny every single time. You can't monetize this, but you're not in trouble. Well, okay, thanks for telling me nothing. I've only had to go to YouTube school once, and that was in a couple years ago when they were still trying to figure out the copyright claim bull crap. Now it's just like, no monetization for you. Okay.
Great. That video won't make any money that I wasn't making.
Exactly.
Awesome.
and it wouldn't have made me money probably anyways if I would have been monetized. So it's like I don't care. If I wanted to make content to make money, I'd be doing kids videos or videos for kids or educational stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm not here on the YouTubes to make money. I already do that swallowing swords. So
That's very true. And you probably make a lot more money swallowing swords than you would on YouTube.
yeah, exactly. And if I was to swallow swords on YouTube, I really would not make any money. So
That's true. They don't seem to like that type of thing, which I think is discriminatory.
yeah, I have a handful of piercing videos that I did 10 years ago or whatever, and they do really well in Asian countries, and like Thailand and stuff like that. But I'm still getting notifications on like how it's they're making them for adults only, or they're taking them away from certain countries, or only being visible in this place and that place. And so, yeah, I get to see the background version of how they don't like extreme videos, I guess. At least have kept up my piercing videos, because some of them have like blood. I pierce my throat 10 times and I
Yeah.
take out the needles and the blood comes squirting out.
How awfully inconsistent their policies are.
I know.
It doesn't make sense.
it's hilariously
It's
stupid.
never made sense. It's never made sense.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And yes, Melissa, it very much is for fun and not money. Like I wouldn't want, like, I enjoy the fact that I'm a small channel. I've just barely over 100 subscribers, and my live streams usually average between like 2 people and 13 people when I go live, and I'm perfectly fine with that because I'm doing this for me and to educate others on certain things. I don't care about the other aspects of YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. I still don't know if I want to go to Twitch. I'm thinking I might start doing gaming on Twitch, but their TOS is so freaking weird, and at any time they could change it, and then something you do isn't okay, and then they'll take away your so I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I'm still up in the air.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Twitch is very selective over like who they do TOS violations on.
Yeah.
And there's very clearly a double standard when it comes to a lot of things. Like,
yeah, it seems like
they won't hit the people that make money for them. They'll hit people that don't bring in a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
It's telling in a way, because it's having two standards is not a good idea.
yeah.
Well, the other thing I feel like it's for the kids, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make content for adults. If you're over 21 and you drink and party and have fun and smoke weed, even though you don't have to, but like that's what the streams are geared towards. Is we go on and play games where we try to get the stream taken down. I mean, that is one of the goals is, hey, say something so rude, obviously not overly racist or overly sexist, or, obviously we delve into that, but like try not to be a dick, but try to say like the weirdest, craziest sentence you can and see if YouTube freaks out. And, it's a joke, but that's what we do, is have fun as adults. And hopefully only adults are watching our stream. I don't feel like a kid would even, or a teenager would even watch our stream and have fun. I think they would get bored. They'd watch it for a second and be like, this doesn't make sense, or, they're stupid, and then leave. It's only people that are our age or into what we're into that enjoy it. Or if you're not there live, I can see watching it later, but really it's for the interactions that we all have together.
Yeah. And I really love the interactions on your streams between everyone and the audience. Because audience participation, especially in streams where we're playing games or where we're looking at like weird news articles and stuff, is really important because someone's likely going to ask a question that all of us didn't think of or say something that none of us thought about.
And or I love being told I'm wrong. I love saying something, thinking I know what I'm talking about. And then somebody in the side chat or as a guest goes, no, here's the article that, and then we can collectively go over information. And obviously we're not scientists, so don't take whatever we say as religion or whatever. Don't go by that because we don't know what we're talking about, or we aren't, experts in it. But we try to come up with, hey Pip, we try to come up with the truth, or we try to, bring the right information to you, or get you thinking about something to go look it up yourself and actually do research, not the Facebook research that all the conspiracy theorists claim that they're doing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, conspiracy theorists, they don't actually do any research. It's just confirmation bias, much like with conservatives and the articles that they post where it's just like, oh, yeah, this is why this is wrong. Well, no, it's an okay practice. You're just confirming what you believe.
Yeah, and I was saying this yesterday on the TMI show. The scientific method is to disprove your point, not to prove your point. So you're out there trying to disprove yourself, not prove yourself right. And that's the difference between us and them. I go out trying to find stuff that doesn't fit my narrative, that I will have to question what I think or the way that I live or what I'm looking up.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because that's technically what the scientific method is proving yourself wrong. If you can't prove yourself wrong, well, you might be onto an idea. You might have something there, buddy, but then you got to do peer review. You got to send it to a bunch of other people, and then they're going to try to disprove you. And if they can't, well, then you got a theory, and then you can go from there.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It's supposed to, but since the interwebs made all these socials of the medias, now everybody thinks they're a genius because they can read a meme.
Wait, that doesn't make me a genius? Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
God damn it.
I read a couple memes that said what I wanted to hear, and that means it's true. It's on the interwebs, so it must be true. They can't put it on the interwebs unless it's true, right?
Oh my god.
It would be illegal if they did that.
Do you think people would just do that? Go on the internet and lie?
Yeah. Why would people do that? That doesn't make any sense. That's what I think is funny. I'm like, you don't know what trolls are? Like, obviously there's going to be people that go onto things and like sputter out stuff just to get a response, and it's obviously not going to be true. Yes, exactly.
sort of like the old the Soviet meme of Lenin was a mushroom. that ended up being like an hour-long documentary that they made in like 1989, 1990.
Seriously?
Lenin was a mushroom. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up because that's fascinating.
I will grab that for you.
Yeah,
Thank
please
you.
share that in the private chat because I would like to look at that as well.
I was wrong. 1991.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, and it was less a meme and more of a hoax than anything.
Okay.
But that's still amazing, and I really want to know about that. So yes, please stick that in the private chat for us because that's Lenin was a mushroom.
Yes.
That sounds like a song. Lenin was a mushroom. Down by the bayou, Lenin was a mushroom. Oh.
Wait, he was a mushroom down by the bayou?
Down by the bayou.
Down bayou. He was a mushroom.
I don't think I would ever expect to see Lenin in the bayou.
No, he wouldn't. Was it the Soviet Union he was in charge of?
Yes.
Okay, then I was gonna say, as soon as I said Bayou, I was like, I should have said Soviet Union. Lenin was a mushroom in the Soviet Union. There you go.
There you go.
I don't know. I think the song would be a bit more ridiculous if we did keep Lennon in the bayou because
Yeah.
he wouldn't know what to do with himself down there.
No. He get eaten by the gators. The gators get him.
I mean, that is an interesting thought, though. Like, what would Lenin do if he were like transported from the Soviet Union to the bayou? Like, how would he react to different things?
Yet.
Yeah. He would try to control all the alligator population.
Ah,
Oh, that's another amazing hoax. Document 12-571-3570 supposedly established that sex had taken place during a NASA space mission.
Okay, so sex in space hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, it has.
Okay. Well, how the hell are you going to thrust in somebody if in zero gravity?
yeah.
You're going to have
How
like
are you going to keep position? Who's
yeah,
on
you're gonna
top?
you're
well,
gonna have to
it's
take
just
a sex.
constantly flipping. It's okay. Like
Yeah.
everyone loves a good position change.
You could modify a sex swing to like hold you both together, and then it would kind of stay. You know,
but
it'd be tied to something.
How do you get into the swing in the first place? Very carefully.
I don't
With a
know.
couple really good friends, some close friends to tie you into it, and a watch, of course. You know, you got to have witnesses because it's not true unless it's recorded in HD.
Got to get that 4K SpaceX coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, it would be good to have a couple of close friends help, strap you in because one of them can be there as a safety person. So if something goes wrong, they can cut you out.
There you go. You always need safety whenever you're doing a sex scene. You always want a safety person. I always have that guy in the corner just in case, you know. At least that's what I tell myself why he's always there.
Well, he's there to be your safety, and he's there because he likes to be cucked. It works out.
Yeah, exactly. I just tie Rev up in a corner and I just make him watch. I say, this is what a real man looks like.
Slim Space Sex Dungeon win.
Yeah, there we go. I'm hitting up SpaceX right now to have them build it for me.
Wait,
the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if like Elon Musk would be totally okay with funding something like that because he's just that type of weird ass dude that'd be like, you know what, this is a great idea.
He's probably into some kinky shit, so I'm sure he would. If I went to him and I gave him the right proposal, I'm sure he'd be down. I'm gonna hit up Elon Musk tomorrow. Say, hey, bro, let's do a space sex dungeon.
Just tweet it at him and see how many people like jump onto the idea.
Oh, damn it! I'm gonna have to go on Twitter now. Okay. I think we're doing this.
I think that's the fastest way to get in touch with him at this point.
Yeah, the most likely that would be. So yeah, and then we'll put cameras in there, live 24 hours a day in 4K, and just get our space people to go up there and do it.
I mean, that does sound pretty nice. Just a 24-hour feed of the space sex dungeon.
Yeah, I think we're onto something.
No one else steal this idea.
Yeah.
This is ours.
We'll make millions.
They're fucking way up there.
Yeah. It would be the Million Mile High Club, right?
Roundabouts.
Okay.
And if it's not, then we can still call it that because it sounds better than anything else.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. I worry about Elon Musk because I have no clue what's going on in his head. Like, anytime he ever opens his fucking mouth. I also I really want to know what happened to Grimes after he dumped her and she moved out. Grimes, are you okay? Are you and your baby okay? Your baby with the unpronounceable name, are y'all okay?
That would be funny as if they popped in the chat. Yeah, no, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. Oh, okay. I would be so fucking confused if Grimes ever popped into my chat, just what the shit? Lady,
Yeah.
you're a musician. Go away.
Yeah.
You have a platform and a following.
Oh, so last night, speaking of sock accounts, because that's probably who would have came in on a Widow's stream last night. Somebody came in as security monitor lizard and bombed us. They started talking about somebody's personal information, so we had to kick them. And obviously, it wasn't security monitor lizard. So, and then the other day, somebody else came on saying they were one of our other friends as well, and we had to kick them. So we've been getting people that have been trolling us.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Whose personal information were they trying to drop yesterday? I bet it was probably Allie's.
No, it was the other general. It was somebody who came on, not Jello. It was one of the other. I don't remember his name, Joe or Roe or something. But they were asking him about some relationship thing or something like that. They're like, "How is blah blah blah?" or "What are you doing now?" That it's just way too personal information. He's like, "I don't want to fucking talk about this," especially when it was a sock account, So
yeah,
good times.
Because Lizard's account very clearly has had the same profile picture forever.
Yeah,
because it's his logo, and that's fucking stupid. People need to quit that shit.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I kind of thought it was suspicious when they showed up and then they put security monitor lizard, but then there wasn't really anything in the chat because normally he comes in. I'm sure you're here, lizard, and says folks and says interacts with us. All of a sudden they just show up in the game and we're like, okay, cool, lizard, you're here. And then the first question was something really personal about something that I don't think lizard knows that person. So that was the other red flag. We're like, you don't know that person that way, so you can't. So yeah, and then that happened with somebody else too. They came in saying they were one of us and started spewing stuff. So I think it was Dark Knight or one of those people.
Oh yeah, probably a Dark Ninja. But
yeah, there we go. I always say Knight. Sorry, Dark Knight, because I know that's somebody we know. Dark Ninja.
Yeah, if Lizard ever pops into Widow Sun's YouTube chat,
yeah,
he has a wrench. So that's how you know that it's his YouTube account, because he has a wrench.
Well, see, the thing is he just showed up in What the Dub. So in just What the Dub, it said security monitor lizard, and we were like, "Oh, that's cool that you're here." And but then in the back of my mind, I was like, "Wait, lizard usually."
Lizard.
Yeah, well, that too. And then usually when he comes in, he will start filling chat up, talking crap or being lizard, or at least say his folks. So when he showed up in the game, we were like, "That's weird." And then the first question was, "Bro, blah blah blah," about this person. It's like, oh, sock account. Okay, you're out of here, and we kicked him out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and we already knew almost immediately that it wasn't you.
Yeah, it's really easy to tell when it actually is Lizard, because he does the same thing all the time. His name in games is just Lizard.
Yeah,
he
and
makes
the
jokes in the chat and talks to people.
Yeah. So we've been having sock accounts and that happening recently. So that's been fun.
I don't get why people choose to do stuff like that. This is the internet. If you're going to have some sort of real life issue with someone, if you want to talk to someone about real life issues, go to them in private. Don't try and do this shit on someone else's platform, especially when you don't know the person. Just fuck all the way off with that shit.
Well, my major problem is they're trolls and they're just looking for a reaction. They're just looking because their life sucks so bad that they have to mess with people, and it's just like, go do it somewhere else. Like, we don't have time for your punk ass, and we already know what to do. We dissolve this situation fast without making a scene, and
Yeah.
you're gone. And you're gone. You come in for a second, you're gone. Like, oh well, like you just wasted your time because it didn't really do anything to us, you know.
Good morning, Skits Crasher.
Hello.
Good morning, Paris. But yeah, like my biggest issue that I had before my ex went permanent solution was that I was getting doxxed in people's chats because them and their family were choosing to bring IRL stuff to the internet because I made it very clear that I was not going to be controlled in that way anymore.
Hmm.
And I did not want to be controlled in that way. So they tried to bring it to the internet to get that fear out of me, to like get that sense of control back. And it didn't work, clearly, because I mean, right now in TGR's chat, my legal name is in the banned word list. Like, it's in my banned word list. The sock accounts got banned from Lizard's chat. It's really easy to handle, and they don't seem to get how easy it is to avoid it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And especially once you've dealt with it for a while and you get that rhythm down, or you kind of know, you're like, okay, all we got to do is this. I just have to click this button or have a mod click this button. Now they're gone. Cool. Have fun.
Oh,
No
you're trying
skin.
to say shit about me. Oh, great. I know exactly who the fuck you are now.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
Bam.
yeah, yeah. Like a dark whatever was in my gameplay telling me I sucked at gaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I know. I know I suck. I'm not playing games because I'm like the best, and I'm not trying to like say I'm good. We're doing this for fun.
Oh, that's nice. You think I should get good? Great. I'm already winning this round, but thanks for your advice.
Yeah, that's what I said that one time. He's like, "You suck at this." I'm like, "I just passed the mission. What are you talking about? Like, I achieved the goal. How does that suck?" Okay, whatever, bro. You keep pretending your life is so much better than mine while you're sitting here being a troll, and I'm actually creating content and doing something positive in society or positive with my life, even though it's nothing. It's just a grain of salt in the zeitgeist, but at least I'm sitting here trying to make a positive with reality instead of a negative.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't seem to get that. And it's okay. Maybe one day they'll learn. I don't have my hopes up, but
Hopefully they actually get a life, or they figure out how to be happy in their own existence, because that's really the major problem, is they're not happy with their own existence, so they have to go and mess with other people's.
yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I will be right back. I have to take these and put them in the pressure pot, and so I will be right back.
We'll be right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only good thing about living in Ohio. Even if I get doxxed, nobody wants to come here. Wilson, there's plenty of reason for people to go to Ohio. They might have a layover flight. Um, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there. Some people like to visit for the induction and then go home the next day. Um, those are the only two I can think of at the moment because yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't think of shit, unfortunately. I have never been to Ohio.
I have been to Ohio twice.
Statistically, it probably does not exist.
See, that's how we all feel about Wyoming over on Slim's channel. Wyoming
Oh
is
my
not real.
god. Oh
Wyoming
my
does not exist.
Wyoming is a collective mass hallucination.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
there was someone in the audience that was like, "I've been to Wyoming," and I don't believe you. Pics or it didn't happen.
I mean, I do have pictures of Devil's Tower, but that's just Devil's Tower. That's not Wyoming.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. We need
Yeah.
pictures of Wyoming, and I have yet to see them, so there is no proof that Wyoming is real.
Wyoming is a hoax. Also, it was one of the last states to have a $5.15 minimum wage.
Really?
Yep, until last year.
Huh.
Yeah, $5.15. I remember working that when I was in high school.
In my state, the minimum wage is still $7.25, unless you are a server, in which case your minimum wage is $2.15, or if you drive for Domino's, in which delivery drivers' minimum wage is $4.50.
Oh, correction. Did I say high school? I meant middle
Yes.
school.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's worse.
yeah, but I learned one and only time that you should never take an advance on your check.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Slim Cyborg looks like he's in his mad scientist laboratory. Hi, Chris Durham. It's really nice to see you here.
I just want to say, I've lived in North Dakota, and
Yeah.
and having been born and raised in California, yes, things do come in and out of North Dakota. South Dakota, I'm a little suspicious of.
Yeah, South Dakota in and of itself is just like a ball of suspicion. But see, I don't Bill, did you really go there or did you just dream you went there?
It's dreamland. It's fucking dreamland.
Wyoming is fake. Wyoming
I
is a hoax.
I live 20 miles away from Wyoming.
It's a hoax.
It's
It's
Casper, Wyoming is not real. Yes, let's get it's a ghost. Totes.
And yes, Chris, Slim is in his mad scientist lab making middle fingers.
Yes, I am. See, this is what we're doing, making
middle fingers.
making middle fingers. And if I can find it, I have the peace sign and the shocker.
Love it. Absolutely fucking love it.
Amazing.
So when we do motorcycle shows, if you buy anything from us, you get a free middle finger for customer appreciation.
I love it. Oh my god.
Yes. Okay, what's the next thing I gotta do? Okay. All right. I need coffee again.
Doesn't everyone need coffee?
I just wish mine had Bailey's in it, but that's okay. I'm at work. I shouldn't be drinking and working. I try not to do that. Oh, at least at this type of work. When I do stage performances, I definitely drink a beer before.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to do that without having a little bit of something in your system. Because, I mean, you got to wet the whistle so that the sword goes down easy, you know.
And just like I say on stage, just like all of you out there know that have swallowed large objects, it takes a lot of alcohol first.
Yeah.
It
Sometimes.
makes the throat open up easier, you know.
Sometimes you just got to lay your head over the edge of the bed and, you know, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later, exactly.
That's a DM conversation.
Exactly. Or a cookie conversation.
I'm sure Cookie knows all about that.
She knows very well. She can turn herself into a pelican. She can take all the semen at once.
I'm so very glad that you guys came to hang out with me this morning. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a problem.
I'm glad to be here as well. Always.
And then I know that tonight is game night with Pip.
Yes. Yes.
Pip, what time does game night start?
It's 1 p.m. my time, and that's Mountain Standard Time. So
Okay, so that's 3 p.m. my time.
I think so, yeah. So,
Oh shit, that's right. This weekend is fucking daylight savings time.
Yeah, Sunday morning,
it?
all the clocks
Yeah.
spring forward an hour.
Yep, on the 13th at
Okay.
at 2 a.m., which immediately becomes 3 a.m.
Woot woot. But I mean, at least we have all day Sunday to recover.
That's true.
Yeah. So 8 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UK, or 3 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UK. Game night over on Pip's channel, and Pip's channel is in the description along with all the other members of the Stream Pervs family, because they are some of the absolute sweetest people I have ever met, and I do thoroughly enjoy their streams and getting to hang out with them as much as I do.
I don't know if I'm gonna be up at like 2. I'm probably gonna be down and out by 11. So,
But
yeah.
I mean, that's fine because there's always other game nights that you'll be able to partake in, because I know that sometimes Pip gets bored and just does like a random pop-up game stream, and we play games on Slim's channel and have the palate cleanser stream on mine every now and then. I might do a palate cleanser Saturday night. I am unsure. It just depends on how the day goes.
Yeah. Until I can fix my sleep schedule, I think I'm going to be like ridiculously out of commission. I'm supposed to get my ID Monday at 3. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Fuck.
Oh, you're welcome, Pip. I mean, we all work together. We all do stuff together. So, you know, of course I'm going to shout you out. You're a doll. Okay, let's see. My small human has a half day today, so I am going to have to get running here in a moment because, well, he's going to be home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but I absolutely appreciate everyone that listened to what I had to say this morning, because it definitely was something that needed to be said. It was a conversation that needed to be had, because it is very difficult going from being constantly abused and the fear of being abused to no longer having that there. And things that were said and done to me are going to affect me for the rest of my life. There is no doubt about that. But at least now I know how to properly process things, and I'm working with someone so that I don't have it affect me in such a way that I cannot function, or at least live a semi-normal life. And I'm glad that afterwards we were able to just bullshit around, and I'm so thankful for everyone that stuck around and talked with us, and even the people that just lurked.
Yeah, shout out to the lurkers.
Oh, and
no, they're gonna pop out. Shit.
they'll no longer be lurking.
Damn.
It's the opposite of what we want.
Fuck. I fucked it up.
I know that tonight Security Monitor Lizard is doing another stream on Russia, Ukraine, and all of the happenings there. While Lizard is streaming, because it is another heavy topic, I will be dropping links, but I'll also be hanging out in the voice chat of his Discord for those that don't want to see the cost of war or see anything like that, so that they can just relax, maybe play some games, and just like not be overwhelmed with all of the negativity and destruction. Slim, do you have anything coming up?
Nope, just Mondays is Crazy Shite. Tuesdays is Cookie McSweet Tits. Wednesdays we'll go back to Slim's Drunk News Report, and Hick McDickerson will do Swamp Talk at some point. I don't know when we were going to do that. It may be every so often and not a week thing. So go to my channel and make sure the bell notification is on all, and come and hang out with us and play games and have fun.
Yes, absolutely. And then, Hyun, I know you said that you're a free agent right now, so
Yeah, until at some point when we can figure out an appropriate stream schedule. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything, but if you want to go back and you want to figure out what all I talk about, there's usually Wednesday night news, where I talk about the news with Realize, and right now, kind of in a jam, but we'll figure something out. If anybody is interested, I'll keep everybody apprised of the situation. I don't know when we're gonna do a show next because something came up right in the middle of a stream, and yeah,
yeah.
If I'm ever doing a stream and you want to jump on, find me on the Distant Accords, or get a hold of Mango because Mango's normally on my stream or is involved some way. And you can always jump on if there's room and talk news with us or do whatever.
all
Crazy
right,
shite, we go over news. Drunk News Report, we go over news, and it's usually as current as news as that I can find about conspiracy theories or the new theory that the conspiracy theorists have, like on QAnon and stuff like that. So
all right,
we welcome we'd welcome you. So
all right. That sounds actually pretty baller.
Yeah. I'll keep you informed and see about getting together with you Monday to do the crazy shite because it's so much fun. It's always
Crazy
a good time.
shit.
crazy shite. Da.
All right, you guys. Thank you again, everyone. And please remember that in the description, there are resource hubs for LGBTQIA plus individuals and their families. There are reproductive rights health resources. And there are also a couple of links to domestic violence resources. So, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day and we will see y'all later.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.